Hey guys, welcome back to Totallywicked. I wasn't gonna do a video till the next couple days, but I was hanging out in Juice Junkies again, going through a couple of things, and somebody was having some issues with wicking and whatnot. He seemed kind of new to it, so I figured, you know what, I might as well make this video. This is not going to be an actual installment to my segment of different kind of wicks. This is just going to be a basic tutorial on wicking, how to make said wicks, how to roll them and stuff like that. Why different stuff like that. Yeah, whatever. I can't speak today. Sorry. So I'm going to show you guys just like again the basic wick, and I'm also going to show you the bow tie wick. That's another basic one that a lot of people seem to like. That one is pretty much what everyone has got. So this is for mostly the beginners. So if you want, you can skip it. If not, if you just want to chill, hang, watch me because I'm fun, that's cool too. So I went out and I picked up some jumbo-sized cotton balls for you, triple size. Just because you guys are going to run me out of fucking cotton. And just kidding. Don't worry about it. But these things are fucking massive. Like, that's a massive fucking cotton ball. These are not organic. These are just regular cotton balls that I picked up at CVS. I didn't have time to go around and looking for cotton balls. It really doesn't affect me whatsoever. I mean, I like contributing to the whole organic factor. I think it's great, but it is not necessary for cotton. Food, definitely necessary, but for cotton, not at all. I mean, you're not eating this. No. And the reason why it's not necessary is a lot of people, oh, you're not organic cotton? Oh, there's so many pesticides, blah, blah, blah. Those are all burned off. The process that they use to make the cotton balls, after they pick them from the fields, they send them through the gin. The first thing they do to them is they put them in an alkaline solution. I can't remember the exact chemical name of it, but what it basically does is it eats everything. It destroys any organic any chemical matter and just leaves the fiber. And after that, the next step is, oh, well, they bleach them. They put them in bleach. Well, what they actually end up doing is, when they use the word bleach, they are not talking about the chlorinated bleach. They are actually talking about turning this, the cotton from a yellowy color to more of a whitey color. That is what they mean by bleach. They do not use actual chlorine bleach. 90% of the time they use hydrogen peroxide. That little brown bottle that you've got sitting in your medicine cabinet, yeah, that's what they use. And what hydrogen peroxide is chemically, and a lot of people hear hydrogen peroxide, oh no, chemicals, oh shit, we're gonna die. But what hydrogen peroxide is chemically is it is just water that has been unstabilized with an additional oxygen atom. And what that basically means is that they just put an additional oxygen into the water. It unstabilizes the water. It's just unstabilized water, pretty much. And it breaks down quickly, and it breaks down quickly into two things. It breaks down into water, and it breaks down into oxygen. And it breaks down relatively fast. That's why it's got to be kept in a little brown bottle, away from sunlight, in a cool temperature, because if it's not, poof, it's gone. So it's relatively safe. I mean, this cotton is dry, it is not wet, so I know all the hydrogen peroxide is poof gone. Yeah. And of course, I do not boil my cotton. There's no use for it. There's really no use for it. I mean, people that say, oh, you gotta boil the cotton, it gets rid of all this other shit, that's actually not there. But what you end up doing is you throw it in your pot, you throw some water in it, tap water, distilled water, whatever you have, you throw it in there. Your water is filled with chlorine. Your water is filled with fluoride and a whole bunch of other chemicals. If it's especially if it's tap water, which 60% of all bottled water is just tap water. So you're throwing it in there and you're getting a shit ton of fluoride in there, which does not dissolve when boiling or freezing. And you're just calcium, whatnot. You're actually putting more shit into this cotton than is actually in this cotton already. The only water that does not contain fluoride is reverse osmosis water. That's the only one. And that is that expensive shit that's like $3 for a little fucking bottle, and you've got to fill up a whole pot just to boil a fucking bag of cotton. And then after that, you're going to take it and you're going to set it in the sun, or you're going to set it out to dry. And as we all know, water is the basis of all life. So guess what's now growing in your cotton? Germs. The stuff that you're trying to get out by boiling it is now in your cotton. Congratulations. You've done nothing. You just wasted your time. You've wasted electricity, get propane, whatever you used to boil it, you just wasted for nothing. I mean, they rinse the cotton, even if they don't use hydrogen peroxide and they use this other one, hydrogen chlorinate, I believe it was. They rinse it afterwards. They do it for you. And after they rinse it, you know what they do? They use a professional drying machine. It extracts the water. It doesn't just let it dry. It extracts the water from the cotton, so you get this nice dry cotton. A side note from that, you can do whatever. I mean, that's just what I'm trying to say. If you feel more comfortable boiling your cotton or buying organic cotton, go ahead. Go ahead. But don't bash people that buy the regular cotton, or yeah. You know what I'm saying. Don't bash the other people for using regular cotton on stuff that is just hearsay that you don't actually know anything about. You're just like, oh, organic, it must be better. It doesn't have all this shit. I've heard it doesn't have all this shit. Just don't. Anyway, on a side note, hey look, I've got cotton bacon. It's just an unrolled cotton ball, kind of pressed down. Yeah, I paid 2 cents for this. Yeah. But I mean, I've never actually tried cotton bacon. If some company wants to send me some cotton bacon, if you see this, go for it. But I will give you an honest review on it. Anybody who sends me anything to review, you will get the God's honest truth of the product. I'm not Rip Trippers. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this RDA is the most amazing. The next week after that, oh, now this is the most. No, you will get a God's honest review on anything that you guys send me. But again, after that, we're gonna go back to actually the wicking process. So for you new people, this is how I wick my cotton. Take it. You got a nice big fat chunk here. Nice big fat chunk. People who know how to do this are like, that's a lot of fucking cotton, but watch what I do. Once you get it, you kind of pack it down like that, make it kind of spherical, and then you're gonna gently roll it back and forth, kind of like that. And when you roll it, you're kind of gently sliding your fingers down the cotton. And this is doing two things. It is making sure that it's packing your cotton down a little, but at the same time as you're packing your cotton down, you're also slowly pulling it apart so that the fibers straighten out. This is really important. And while I'm doing this, I can already tell where it's about to break, where it's kind of a crappy connection, which happens to be right here. Even though that looks like the fat part, it's actually really not that great. But anyway, so you do this, keep going until you've got it, see, about the size you want. Don't be afraid to waste cotton. I mean, the most think I've used like 3 cotton balls just to make one wick. I'm OCD as hell, but I mean, wicking will make or break your build. It really will. But anyway, so once you've got that pretty much even, you really want to have it even thickness. After you get that done, oh, and do not twist. You do not want to twist the cotton. No. Do not twist the cotton like that. You just want to roll it back and forth. After you do that, now is where you twist it. You're going to just twist one end. Yay. Got that one end twisted. Give me 2 seconds. I got to change this out. Yes, it looks fucked up. Yes, the holes are fucked up. I don't want to hear about it. It's just my freaking little Igo W that I wanted to fuck around with. But it vapes good. I'm not trying to impress anybody. It stays at home. So give me a second. I will switch RDAs and then we will wick. Alright. That was fast. I'm back. Gonna be playing again on my plume veil. This won't be the correct way to wick the plume veil. If you own a plume veil, go check out my other video, and I show you how to actually accurately wick the plume veil. This is just going to be your standard wick that you can put in any RDA. But I got my thingy. I got my wick. This is kind of a shitty wick, so we're not going to use that one. I got my nice wick. It's nice. It's fluffy. You kind of want it. You don't want it too fluffy. You kind of want it to the point where you can squish it down, but you don't flatten it. So a little bit of tension, but and the reason is this: if it's too fluffy, it will actually. I've actually had wicks at lower ohms, such as this one at 0.13. I didn't pack it down enough, and it actually burnt right through the middle. Like, I tugged the cotton to change it, and it was burnt right through. It was collapsed in the middle. So yeah, you definitely want to have it kind of a snug feel to the wick. And we're gonna lick it as usual. And this little doobie jube I usually get rid of. It's a pain in the ass. If I'm lazy, or if I feel up to it, I won't cut it. But for the most part, you just snip that little end away, and you're left with that. So yeah, and then from there, what you're gonna do is you're going to stick it through the hole. Just stick it through the hole. Most aren't perfectly centered. Mine are never perfectly centered. It's whatever. If you're not perfectly centered, you're going to want to go. The pointy end is going to go through and into the side that has less room. So, and comes out the little end there. Oh, come back here. It's getting away from me. Come on. There we go. You're going to pull that till it's snug. And some people, they will leave too much on one end. You really want this cylindrical. And the reason for that is that if you've got one end too fat and it snugs up at the very last second, you're having small spots inside the wick. It's not correctly touching it. So once you get it snug, it kind of feels. How do I want to accurately say this? Whatever. You'll feel it snug. You don't pull hard, but you gently pull and it moves, and you can feel the tension that it's creating inside the wick. But after you do that, that's where you want it. You want it pretty much snug so that you can keep pulling on it, and you can pull it enough through the coil that snugness is through the entire coil. And of course, dual coils. I can't stand single coils. I do have a fun little build for you guys with some fun wicking. Probably next week, because I got another fun one to do this weekend. And again, I wasn't expecting to do this one, but somebody needed help, and you know, I like to help beginners too. So we're gonna go through that one again and pull till I feel it snug up, and keep going while it's snugged up, so that I know that it's snug all the way through. And that's basically what it looks like from there. Then you're going to take your scissors. Scissors are a godsend. Don't lose your scissors. And you're going to go against the RDA until you're, see how I did that? Like against the RDA, so that you're right there, and clip. And same over here. and clip. Come on, these are shitty scissors. I left my other scissors downstairs. Sorry. Same over here. Clip. Come in. Thank you. And lastly, we're gonna clip that one. Oh, I really need scissors. I also need a new memory card on my freaking phone because I just recorded most of this and it was really good and I was enjoying it. And then my phone was like, oh, you don't have enough memory for this. We're going to stop your recording. And that 15 minutes you just totally wasted. So yeah, I'm going to end up picking up an SD card sometime soon so I can keep doing these videos for you guys. But back to the wick. Alright, so once you're here, I usually tend to go like, take your finger and kind of jiggle it around. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Fluff up the ends. And then just your standard, very basic, just poke it down. Literally just poking it down. For this side, because it's got the negative wire, let me just this real quick. There we go. Because the negative wire is in the way, you really can't just poke it. So for this side, you kind of just take it and you go around and then you kind of just swoop it down in there. So again, take it, pull it that way so that it kind of lines up with the lip, and then you just kind of get it in there. And then just that side is just that. I personally will put my I put my thumb right there and I kind of push up on it. Gives it some nice space underneath. That's just how I like to do it. And when you do this, you don't want cotton under these coils. You do not want any cotton under these coils. I mean, it's okay to have a little bit, but this is where you want most of your airflow to go. And if there's cotton in there, it's just gonna gunk it the fuck up. You're not gonna get the airflow you need. And again, if you're a beginner, make sure your coils are off the deck, and then when you line up your airflow, you're going to want to take a flashlight or a light and look down into there and see either the bottom half of the coil or the middle of the coil is generally good. I do not have time for the bow tie. I don't want you guys sitting here forever. I mean, it's been 18 minutes already. So, yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit of dripping, and then I guess I'll talk to you guys about something that's kind of important to me real quick. So you just want to make sure you get that wick nice and soaked. It will not take real quick, so do not take your bottle and you do not just dump juice all over it, because that's not, you're just going to waste juice. What you're going to want to do for juicing brand new cotton is you're going to want to juice one side and then let it sit, go back to the other side, rejuice that one till all the juice is in there. You can tell that it's freaking saturated. This is a sad day for me. This is a sad day for me. I don't know if anybody else has this issue, but your favorite juice, all gone. But yeah, I really hate that. But anyway, so that's all done. And you're gonna want to line that big, nice big hole, like I said, right up with that coil, so that it gets the most airflow. If I had a flashlight or X-ray vision, you would look into here and you would see that coil right there, and that's what you want. So that's your basic coil. That's your basic wicking setup. If you have any questions, feel free to PM me or leave a message, down there. That's fine too. I really should get like a video editor or somebody who's good with that kind of thing, and then I can make it all fancy. But whatever, I don't really care. I don't think you guys care, so whatever. So before I say goodbye, I just wanted to say one thing. I usually won't do this on this channel, but this shop really deserves my recognition. I was hanging out in Juice Junkies like usual, and somebody had received a broken Nautilus. Whatever, it's a Nautilus, nobody really cares, but anyway, they received a broken Nautilus through the mail, and he had emailed the guy back that sent it to him, and he refused to do a refund. Like, really, you sent it in the mail broken and you're not going to give a refund or replace it? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's jacked up in my opinion. But anyway, so this company contacted him from the owner, and she told him that she's getting an order in and was going to replace it for him, which to me it means a lot in the vaping community. Anybody with a broken Nautilus or any broken thing, do not go and contact her about this. It was a one-time thing. Don't. I'm not gonna bog anybody down like that. But I do think that we should support sellers that are like this. So I will give you the name of her site. It's kind of new. I have yet to try their products, but I will definitely be ordering from her soon. And the name of her company is happycloudvaping.com. You can go check them out. Anybody who's got customer service like that deserves some recognition from me. So I guess that's about it. I'll have the ribbon wicking for you soon. It's not that hard. I'm sorry I took 22 minutes out of your time. But happy vaping. Always remember that a perfect coil wicked crappy will produce crappy vapor, but a crappy coil wicked perfectly will still vape perfect. Well, not perfect, but good. You understand what I mean. Wicking is important. Have a good day, and vape on.